Anambra State Government organizes 2022 Christmas Carol, Awesome Praise. Anambra Governor Soludo reassures of revitalizing the health sector. 2023 elections, INEC signs MOU with transporters. Over 10,000 new graves emerged in Mariupol, Ukraine. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround and maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good morning. Welcome to the news at 7. I am Priska Wanko. In the spirit of Christmas, the Anambra State government has organized the 2022 Christmas Carol and Awesome Praise. Government House correspondent Valentine Mbadha takes the story from here.
Thrilled by different choirs who took the carol after each lesson, the event captured the reason for Christmas, going by the messages passed as the lessons were read. First lesson to kick off the event was taken by the wife of the governor of Anambra State, Dr. Mrs. Nonye Soludo. The second lesson by the deputy governor, Dr. Onyeka Chukwuibezim, while the third lesson was taken by the deputy speaker, Anambra State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Pascal Abodike. The fourth and fifth lessons were taken by the secretary to the state government, Professor Solochukwu Lobelo, and the state head of service, Barrister Okwi Igwebe, respectively. Governor Soludo, in his speech, said that the gathering was to celebrate God's grace and the celebration of Anambra as one state, one people and one agenda. The governor emphasized that Anambra State will continue to thrive in the spirit of ecumenism and harped on the need for the Anambra to unite for a greater purpose. He noted that the youth child will bring greater good to Ndi Anambra, while urging Ndi Anambra to continue to do the work of God through acts of kindness, especially to the downtrodden, and asked Ndi Anambra to become the change they expect. The governor pointed out the importance of building strong human capital, as the future of the state largely depends on the human capital built today.
This is a celebration of Anambra as one state, one people, one agenda. That's the agenda of this government. And what we have demonstrated here today, when I say Anambra is a Christian state, and that Christians must unite to take back Anambra, we've seen it in display today. In community and law. Isn't it? Right about Anambra to celebrate God's blessing, God's grace.
While delivering the Christmas message, the Catholic Bishop of Awka Diocese, Most Reverend Paulinus Ezokafo, asked the gathering to be exemplary in minimizing the sufferings of those around them. He noted that everyone has a duty to make the society better through having interest of the people at heart. Most Reverend Paulinus Ezokafo reminded the people of the need to show love to one another, as that is the only way to represent the true meaning of Christmas.
Christmas is once more a common. It is a reenactment of the mystery of incarnation. God, who out of his love for the sinful man decided to send his only begotten Son to assume a human nature in all things but in sin, in order to save the fallen man. Each and every one of us has a duty during this season of Christmas. The duty is that of having a positive change of heart, that is being the true light that positively illuminates wherever we encounter, and no one is too big for it.
There was also congregational hymns that colored the day, while a short drama representing the birth of Jesus Christ climaxed the event. Some gospel artists also graced the occasion, including Sister Chinyere Udoma. In Awka, Valentine Bada reporting for ABS News.
Governor Chukwuma Soludo has assured that his administration will revitalize the health sector of the state for the benefits of the state's residents. The governor stated this while flagging off the third state council meeting on health organized in Awka by the State Ministry of Health in collaboration with her partners such as the World Health Organization and others. Government House correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo tells us more.
Governor Soludo, who was represented by his deputy, Dr. Onyeka Chukwu Ibezim, said that his administration is poised towards giving the state residents a resilient and sustainable health care services and called for a joint effort in the move towards transformation of the health care system of the state. Governor Soludo asked the participants to, at the end, devise a means to assist in beefing up the health sector.
That we are looking for people that will help us put sustainable structures. One, if you're thinking of where the source of funding will come, yes, think of government, think of budgets. You know, it's easier to stand here and say 20% of the state budget goes to health. And we will not clap. But, you know, budget is dependent on availability of what? Fund. You may have the whole of the budget to health sector. You need to help as you're thinking about this, how do I domicile this? And that is where we talk of private partners.
Speaking, the State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Afam Obidike, expressed hope that the gathering will come up with viable solutions to most of the challenges facing the state health sector to complement the efforts of the Professor Chukwuma Soludo-led administration.
We are going to have some private partnership from both local and international organizations in moving the health sector. We want to build a health sector sincerely, that is very sincere. A health sector that will attend to the needs of the vulnerable, of the most person that cannot afford to go to hospital, because when we have a very functional hospital, people will come there. And also we also have to build a health sector that people that want to also pay will come and be happy and be satisfied with what they have received. So holistically, and one of the aims is to achieve universal health coverage. And to achieve that, you must have functional healthcare system, especially in the primary health care, general hospitals.
In separate interviews, Southeast Zonal Coordinator, World Health Organization, Dr. Chukwumwanya Ibukwe, and Anambra State Coordinator for the organization, Dr. Adamu Hamza, while promising that the World Health Organization will continue to support Anambra State health-wise, recommended that the state government should increase its budget for health financing, make primary health care centers in the state more functional and equipped.
We have always been part of the state strategic health development plan, and we are supporting the state in so many ways. Of course, you know that the strongest point of WHO is in building strong health system. And apart from that, we're also supporting the state in so many other ways.
What we did was to invite our WR, that is the WHO representative, to Anambra State to have discussion on how to change and transform the health system in the state. So after that, there were a follow-up discussions. Next thing is to sustain what is already on the ground after the 5 years program supported by EU. And that was why we are having this State Council of Health as part of the EU HSS funding, that is to health system strengthening across the state.
In a presentation, a keynote speaker at the event, Professor Obinna Omujekwe, a professor of health economics, system and policy in the Department of Health Administration and Management at the University of Nigeria, tasked Anambra State government on a new Anambra health care policy, pointing out that the state and federal governments should endeavor to do the needful in ensuring that the lapses in the health sector as exposed by the recent COVID-19 pandemic outbreak are corrected. The event, which attracted health professionals from both public and private health sectors, had its theme as Resilient and Sustainable Health System for Anambra State, Opportunities and Way Forward.
For efficient service delivery among officers and men of the Nigeria Police, the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Usman Alkali Baba, has inaugurated a new ultra-modern police station and barracks at Amobia, Idok South local government area. Inaugurating the facility, the Inspector General of Police, who had earlier called on Governor Chukwuma Soludo, said the station and barracks would provide a good working environment as well as provide comfort for officers and men after work. Correspondent Joseph Ebocha reports.
The Inspector General of Police commended Governor Soludo, the State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Esheng, officers and men of his command for their support and efforts in ensuring effective security in the state, assuring the support of the police. Speaking on security challenges in the southeast, Mr. Baba noted that security challenges occur anywhere in the world and assured of tackling that of the southeast. On the 2023 general elections, he assured that officers will create an enabling environment for the success of the exercise.
It will provide service to members of public 24/7 eternity. We will also try to replicate this henceforth if we have the opportunity to give more efficient working environment and a place of abode to our officers. To provide a level playing ground for politicians to go about politicking, and for also those who want to exercise their franchise, the environment will be created for them to exercise their preference, free, fair, and credible election will take place.
In his remark, Governor Soludo, represented by his Special Advisor on Security Matters, retired Air Vice Marshal Ben Shiobi, thanked the Inspector General of Police for ensuring that Anambra is a beneficiary of such gesture as well as improved security. He reassured that efforts will be sustained with security agencies to ensure that Anambra remains safe.
As we witness this very epoch-making event, I only but want to say that on behalf of my principal, the governor of our dear state, to express our sincere appreciation to the Inspector General of Police and his team for finding Anambra State worthy to benefit from this your very wonderful infrastructure development project for the Nigerian police. I know you're building a modern police force. I want to assure you that Anambra State will continue to synergize with the police and other security agencies in order to ensure that Anambra remains a safe state. Same also with all the other neighboring states in Anambra.
Earlier in his opening remark, the Anambra State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Esheng, said the event marks a milestone in the journey to ensure improved service delivery by the force, adding that the complex and facilities will help in serving the people around optimally. Recalling successes recorded by the State Commander of the Police, the Anambra State Commissioner of Police thanked the Inspector General of Police and Governor Soludo for their support and solicited more to achieve success in securing the people, even as he assured that youth-tide in the state will be devoid of security breaches.
Let me also seize this opportunity to assure the state government, the IGP and the general public that Anambra State Police Command is poised to provide enabling security environment for a peaceful Yuletide and a New Year celebration in the state. Nevertheless, to sustain the gains so far recorded by the command and sister agencies in the war against crimes and criminalities, the needs for more logistic support cannot be overemphasized.
The regent of Amobia community, architect Emeka Madoka, thanked security agencies for rising to security challenges in the state, calling for sustenance. Other dignitaries at the event include the traditional ruler of Nise, Igwe Romanus Ilo, and his Umuawulu counterpart, Igwe Joel Egwuonwu, among others. From Amobia, in Awka South local government area, Joseph Ebocha reporting for ABS News.
The Anambra Commissioner of Police, Mr. Echeng, has reassured Indian Anambra at home and those coming back from any part of the world of safety of life and property. Speaking during an interactive session with the Managing Director of ABS, Achido Obidiegu, CP Echeng assured that security agencies are fully prepared and well equipped to maintain effective security of life and property throughout the Yuletide and beyond. Paul Ezuki has the details.
The police commissioner said Governor Chukwuma Soludo has provided the conducive and enabling atmosphere and environment for people to come home and enjoy their Christmas, as well as necessary support and encouragement to security agencies to consolidate on remarkable successes recorded in tackling insecurity since the governor assumed office few months ago. CP Esheng explained that all security agencies are working in synergy and has embarked on show of force, identified and fortified black spots in various parts of the state, block entry points to preempt hoodlums sneaking into Anambra from neighboring states, and made it clear that criminals no longer have operating camps in any part of the state. He urged the people to disregard information and fake news on social media trying to instill fear on people, and restated the commitment of security agencies to actualize Governor Soludo's vision of crime-free society.
Security in Anambra, with the full support of His Excellency, the Governor of Anambra State, is a collective one. All the security agencies are involved: the police, the army, the navy, immigration, civil defense, the road safety, and every other person is involved. And I think we are very ready for this particular period. To tell you how serious we take this period, we were able to come out with operation orders, which has a kind of given assignment to all the security agencies. And then collectively, we have decided or started embarking on show of force, especially to police the black spots, places like Mpo, Abatete, Okulu, and Ibariam, all places that we have been having problems. And we also have decided that there is need to kind of encase the state by making sure that we block access in and out of neighboring states, to make sure that these hoodlums do not come into our own state to cause problems. We also have what you call visibility policing for the period, making sure that police are everywhere and other security agencies to give assurance to the people, the good people of Anambra State, that they can come out and enjoy themselves during this period.
He urged the people to call the following hotlines during emergencies: 070-391-94332 or 080-3933 or 080-393-34002.
Express our profound appreciation of the good work you've been doing in Anambra State, providing security for lives and property in Anambra State.
It was a colorful day at God's Own Healing Ministry, Abagana, in Njikoka local government area, as they held their 2022 annual harvest, Thanksgiving, and bazaar. Blessing Dennis has the details.
The bazaar ceremony featured pageantry for men and women, presentation of 2 Toyota Camry cars to devoted female members of the church, award presentation to noble members, and many others. The general overseer of the ministry, Prophet Solomon Mookwe, said that the ministry was established in 2006 at Mookwe's family compound in Abagana, but now has its permanent site at Urumpi village in Abagana. He listed the achievements of the ministry since creation, to include acquiring more than 3 plots of land purchased to build a church for God in Urumpi village, empowerment of youth with different skills, enrolling children into schools, giving succor to the disability community, among others.
I will be welcoming the man of God,
Speaking to the ABS, the winner of the pageantry, Miss Chinwe Ogono from Enugu and Mr. Ebubechukwu Oga from Ebonyi State, thanked God for making their wish a reality and described Prophet Mookwe as a man whom God uses to convert souls to Christ.
I have butterfly in my tummy right now because I really worked hard for this. I am so delighted. I am so grateful to Almighty Father. I am so happy.
In their various remarks, the beneficiary of the car gifts, Jane Nwanhwa from Ifitedunu and Gloria Modeling from Oka, said they never expected such gifts from the prophet and prayed that the ministry continues to grow. Thanksgiving, cultural dance from groups, and cutting of cake added glamour to the event. From Abagana in Njikoka Council area, Blessing Dennis, ABS News.
In a bid to ensure effective transportation of personnel and materials, during the 2023 general election, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has signed a memorandum of understanding with Road Transport and Maritime Workers Union. The agreement, which is legally binding on both parties, will be based on the actual breakdown of the number of vehicles, tricycles, motorcycles, boats and canoes per state. ABS Abuja Bureau Chief Ekwi Ajide completes the reports.
On the occasion, the chairman of INEC, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, urged stakeholders in transportation management to ensure full compliance with service delivery to enable 100% agreement implementation on election day. He opined that for compliance to be total, there will be need for oath taken by all and sundry to enforce neutrality and strict adherence to the INEC Code of Conduct as enshrined in the new electoral law. Professor Yakubu urged the leadership of the unions to effectively supervise their members in the various chapters and branches for the full implementation of the MOU, which requires that they work closely with resident electoral commissioners and collaborate with the federal regulatory and safety agencies to ensure that the objectives of the MOU are fully realized in terms of required road and seaworthiness and safety standards of their vehicles.
Materials and bring them back, particularly where they operate at polling unit level, because these are young Nigerians, the majority of them on the National Youth Service Scheme. So please don't abandon them at the end of the exercise. Bring them back the way you took them to those locations. I want to place on record our appreciation for the commitment of the union.
In her speech, the country director, Action Aid Nigeria, NOB, called for all hands to be on deck so as to ensure that all those engaged are willing and diligent in the discharge of their duties. Presidents of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, Alhaji Ibikunle Aruwa, National Union of Road Transport Owners, NATO, Alhaji Yusuf Lawa, and the Maritime Workers Union, Prince Adedeju Adewale, promised to ease the movement of sensitive and non-sensitive materials during the election, as they have taken the job as a national assignment and their contribution to national development.
On our part, we will not disappoint Nigeria. In fact, the NURC, NATO and MEU have come to regard this occasion assignment as a core national service and therefore must deliver.
As union as well as maritime union. To us, it's not just a business in NATO, it is a national service and national assignment. Just like we say in our slogan, NATO is service to the nation, this is actually service to the nation, and we take it in high regard.
In Abuja, Princess Ekwi Ajide, ABS News.
At least 10,300 new graves have emerged in and around Maripo, most in the Sai Cream Cemetery. The death toll might run 3 times higher than an earlier estimate of at least 25,000, as often more than one set of human remains per grave have been found. The former Ukrainian city has also hollowed out, with Russian plans to demolish well over 50,000 homes. According to the report, satellite imagery from early March through December showed sections where the earth had been disturbed and measured each grid section where the cemetery had been expanded, as well as calculated the total space occupied by new graves to be more than 51,500 square meters. Nigerian basketball and Sacramento Kings of California player Mr. Chimezie Met has built and donated a standard basketball court to his hometown, Nnewi. Mr. Met, who is also the founder, Mezie Met Foundation, said the aim of the project was to encourage young talents in the field of sports to develop professionally and also to promote a healthy lifestyle through sports. Correspondent Chimezie Ume filed on this report.
Mr. Metu, represented by his father, Sir James Metu, expressed joy that the dream to build a court that will serve as a training ground for young talented people who want to venture into the sports of basketball has come to fulfillment. He noted that the facility was built to the best international standards with quality assurance and best architectural design to give the players the desired results.
All he wants to do is to make sure that the kids who has interest in sport get the opportunity to express it, get the opportunity to explore it, and that's why this is starting, and he's saying that he's going to do more. His interest is to give this opportunity to develop.
Reacting to the development, a stakeholder, Prince Obi Orizu, praised the quality and design of the court, which according to him has not been seen in the state, and thanked the donor for his benevolence, praying God to reward him accordingly.
For the fact that this is here today, it's going to take so many kids out on the streets. At least they have something to get away from their phone. This will be able to keep them busy. You know? So we really appreciate this. And we pray that more will come.
In his remarks shortly after the inauguration, the President General of Nzukora Nnewi, Dr. Maduka Atuenyi, expressed optimism that the facility will help to engage the young people positively and urged the players to effectively and efficiently make use of the courts in order to improve and become a better player, which can be scouted for local and international youthfulness.
I feel so wonderful. I feel so happy I'm just elected. You know, when you have this kind of something coming to your community, your joy will know no bounds. We are happy because when you look at the court, you see that this is international standard work. And you know that is how things start.
The event was graced by Ezeakuhu Nsudo, basketball players, Nnewi District, and other dignitaries. The basketball court is located within the premises of Nnewi High School, Nnewi.
Remember, you can follow ABS in many parts of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television Orca. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Orca. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website. It's www.absradiotv.com. To end the news this morning, a recap of the main points. Anambra State government has organized 2022 Christmas Carol, Awesome Praise. Anambra Governor Soludo has reassured of revitalizing the health sector. 2023 elections, INEC has signed MOU with transporters. Over 10,000 new graves has emerged in Mariupol, Ukraine. Here is the special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround the maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. That ends the news at 7 right here on ABS Television. Thanks for watching. I am Priska Wanko. Good morning.